I've been doing some more amateur screen printing this weekend. This project was a bit more elaborate than usual in a couple of respects. For a start, these prints are on homemade paper. I've had a tiny paper making kit in my fridge for years, and I've also kept a couple of bags of similarly coloured offcuts for almost as long as I've had the kit, waiting to find the motivation to pulp and reform the scraps into new paper. Pulping the paper reminded me of an experience I had as a kid in summer art school, where I had the great idea of trying to mix every colour of paint in the cupboard, expecting to discover an amazing new swirly colour. But it just ended up turning brown. So despite starting with lots of vivid shades of blue, some of the end results were more dull than I was hoping. Anyway, I soaked the paper scraps for a few days before blending and straining them into new sheets. The duller shade of blue, combined with the coarse mesh of the kit, made some of the sheets feel a bit too much like paper towels, so I upgraded to a finer mesh and started getting some more favourable results. It was surprisingly satisfying how easy it was to recycle paper at home, but I ended up with a big stack of homemade paper and no plan of what to do with it. My screen printing setup is a very basic desk and bathtub affair, so I've been experimenting with different screen stenciling methods, which you can see a bit more of in a past video. I got a plotter cutter this summer, which is essentially like a computer-controlled craft knife, and this project was its maiden voyage for me. Oh look, it's another post-it note. I was really pleased with this drawing at the time, and I've been wanting to do something more with it for a while. The drawing was based on one of the more flirtatious neighbourhood cats flopping around, and it led me to wondering if they would flop themselves into a twist if they didn't have gravity dragging them down. The first colour of the print was going great until I realised that I was going to have no hope of getting a decent registration with the raw edges of my homemade paper. I corrected this too late in my tiny run, but I ended up coming up with a decent solution. I made a shim for my screen hinges so I could put my light box underneath the screen and line up the paper using that. My print ended up being too small to get the detail of the zippers onto the screen in negative, so I came up with another solution to that too, which was to do a third colour on the print. Registration was trickier on this, as having already printed the black layer, I couldn't see through to the light box. I like the results anyway. Like so many of my other projects, it's a bit lo-fi, but if I wanted accuracy, I'd be printing these digitally, or something. Thanks for watching.